What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Project Ozone 2 Kappa Mode. Oh yeah, guys. So, last episode we did set up an automation here to make the chaotic catalyst or chaos catalyst, whatever they're called. And yeah, we're kind of like running into a problem. How, like, I told this thing to auto craft, and somehow we ended up with a stack of these things. And then I already had one in the system. I think we got that one from a reward bag. So yeah, we crafted one. We got a stack. It's like, what? So now I'm looking at this thing. I've tried to craft another one. In fact, I've done this like 3 times. I've tried to craft 3 more of these things and nothing's happening. I am not getting any more chaos catalysts out of this thing. Let's do it again together. So if I go in here, look, there's no crafting jobs active. So if we go and say, make a chaos catalyst, next, it'll craft the chaotic core, which is going to, go over to this chest. It'll be extracted, put over into the crafting table. It'll make the chaos catalyst, and that's supposed to be retrieved over here, right? Yep. And then that'll go back in the interface, and then that'll complete the auto craft. Well, let's try it out. So if I do one of these things, next, do it. It's got to craft some stuff. We can come over here. We'll watch it go in here, and all these numbers will turn to 63 here in a second. Maybe. It will take longer than a second. But anyway, yeah, everything should just happen correctly over here. Except it's not happening. Of course it's not happening. I'm recording. What's going on? Oh, maybe it just happened so fast we didn't see it? I don't know. Did I not tell it to craft? Oh, I told it to craft the wrong thing. I wanted one of these. So if we do this, so that should put that over here. All these numbers turn 63. You can see they're changing now. Yeah, so if we go in here and we look, there is no chaos catalyst that we're getting in return. I've tried putting in the chaotic core manually. I've tried disconnecting these pipes. This thing just appears to be eating all of my recipes. Now, I don't know if it's because it gave us a stack on that first craft and now it has like negative 60 chaos catalysts in its internal inventory, or what's going on. I think the next step is to take all the items out of this dire auto crafting table, break it, and then try this again, because I feel like the dire auto crafting table is just eating my items at this point. I don't know what else it could be. Yeah, so I'm gonna need to get myself like a diamond chest, because that's a lot of items I'm gonna have to go through and reset up everything. Do we have like a diamond chest? Diamond chest, yes we do. Okay, so again, we have a stack plus one of these things. This is what we already had in the system. So I'm just going to go and throw those back in there. And this says we have 65, and we keep losing our chaos shards into nothingness. I mean, obviously getting to 64 here, we should have already lost like additional 63 more of these things. But, if it's going to give me that much, it's going to give me that much. So let's go ahead. We'll start taking all these items out. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Disconnect this. Yeah, that's bad. I need to get all these things out of here without it refilling, and then put it all into the chest, and then reset that up, break the table. Yep. All right, so let me do that real quick, and we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, so I broke the table, and I put it back. Yep, it retains the recipe, so I did not have to set this back up, but I did have to put all these items back in, and I kept them all in the same order just so I can see that I have everything right. So anyway, we are not connected to pipes underneath this thing. It has been broken. It has been replaced. So let's put this chaotic core in here and see what happens. I now get an item. Okay, so that was not happening before. Now it's happening. Hopefully our problem is fixed. I need to put this rationing pipe on the bottom of this thing now. So everything should just restock, and then we can try the auto craft once again. Hopefully things will just work this time. So let's try that now. Actually, let me look. I have another pipe on me. Did I leave one missing here? No, this is, oh, no, right here. Yep. This needs to be connected. Yeah, everything's auto crafting just like it should. Okay, so what do we have on auto craft? Just this advanced circuit. So let's make one more. All right, so we're going to try this again. I'm going to put the 64 plus 2 in my inventory. We'll say make one, next, start. And we get a stack. Okay, so yeah, obviously this is not working the way it should, and that's probably going to make this table not work again because we're pulling out a stack at a time. Now, I wonder, are we pulling out a stack at a time from that because this retrieval node over here has a stack upgrade? Maybe. I mean, it's cool that we're getting 64 for one chaos shard, but I don't want to have to break this thing all the time. I'd rather just have the chaos shards farmed up and then actually craft what we need. I don't really want to be cheaty about this. So I'm going to take that stack upgrade out. I guess I'm going to break the table and reset up. I can only imagine this thing is not going to work again. We can try it one more time. Let's make one more. So yeah, we're down to 63 on everything. And we don't have one in here. So yes, I would imagine the table is now broken again. I think it's probably in the negative numbers for the amount of items in its inventory. That's the only thing that I can think of that makes sense why this is not working. Okay, well, I'm going to do everything again. Take all these items out, break and replace. Try it again without the stack upgrade on the retrieval node. Hopefully it'll just work correctly this time. And we'll be back. All right, guys. So sure enough, breaking, replacing this thing, removing the stack upgrade from the retrieval node seems to get this thing to work correctly the way it should. So these are the ones we had originally. I just tried crafting up 2 more of those. It's not breaking after the second one, so that's awesome. So we can tell it to craft another one. We can watch some things happen here. Yeah, it's like crafting all these different things. And there we go. There's one chaos catalyst. So it's not the super cheaty 64 that we were getting. Maybe we should just continue to do that. I don't know. I mean, I guess what we could do if we wanted to be super cheaty about that is instead of doing the rationing pipe, we could do the hyper rationing pipe, which I believe only puts 1 of every type of item in here. So we could craft that up, pull out the stack of 64, break the table, slap it back down, wait for it to fill back up again. Is it really necessary? I don't know. We've already gotten, what, like 128 of these things essentially for free. So I think we're just going to call it good right there. I know what the problem is. We got it fixed. Things are automated the way it should be. I'm now happy. Okay, so we were still working towards trying to get to the Sword of the Cosmos. Our Chaos Catalysts are now done. We are trying to make Chaos Ingots. So in order to make Chaos Ingots, we need a recipe that has Infinity Ingots. We need Palladium Crystal. We need Chaos Catalyst, and then we need Chaotic Cores. So Chaotic Cores we have under control. We have Chaos Catalyst now. Palladium Crystals, however, I don't know if we have a way to actually get these crystals. All right, let's go back to the base real quick before we start anything else. So back at the base, over here, we had a thing set up so we could 5 times ore process stuff, right? So we had our chemical dissolution chamber that we can put our ore in. We get the slurry here, then it gets washed into a clean slurry and put over here into our chemical crystallizer. But I'm pretty sure this thing is set up to automatically eject, output dark blue into the elite injecting factory. Yeah, and then I think it goes through all this process. So there is no way for us to actually get those crystals right away. It just goes from this machine to the other one. So we do have the sulfuric acid available, so we could just set up another one of these machines, another chemical washer that has water, and then another chemical crystallizer, which will get our crystals. I'm pretty sure that's the 3 stages we need to do. Yeah, clean palladium slurry turns into this. Now, palladium, is that EMC? I don't know. Let's take a look. Palladium, we have these, but I'm looking for the ore, really, right? So we can turn it into the slurry. Like, how else do you turn it into a slurry without the ore? I don't think you can. So maybe let's click back in here, click into this, palladium slurry, Jupiter palladium ore. There is no EMC on there. It looks like the only way to get this is from Jupiter. So we have 500 of those. Okay, we should be able to make something happen here. I think I'm going to make another 3 of these machines. We're going to make a platform specifically to make the Chaos Ingot. So we'll have one automation on that platform specifically for making this. Everything else we can pull out of the ME system directly. I think that's all we need to do. All right, so let me get moving on that, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so I got our 3 machines here all set up. Well, I have them placed in the world, and I have the upgrades in there. I got speed, gas, and energy in this one, and speed and energy in the other 2 machines. So they're pretty much ready to go. We need to give these things a little bit of power. So let's get that going here. Can I? I'm not going to be able to, am I? Nope. All right, so we will just go ahead and do one of those numbers, and I'll just stick a tesseract right there. That should be good enough. And main base power, energy mode, receive only. I think that's all we need to do. All right, so that should be good to go. So we need to get this thing gas. We need to get the sulfuric acid in here. We don't have that available right now. So let's go back to the base. We need to get some kind of a way to transport that over there to set that filter for the export bus. We do have that gas available on our network here. It is in one of these, sulfuric acid, that's trioxide, hydrogen chloride, sulfuric acid, this right here. Okay, so we need a sample of this. Let's make ourselves a dropper. We will get ourselves a dropper, and then we can just take a little bit of this sulfuric acid here. There we go. That's all we need. Just enough so we can set a pattern on the thing in the last millennium. Now, here in the last millennium, I have gone ahead and I took the villager that was here and I put it into this soul vial. I feel like the villager is what was causing the problem with me crashing out a lot. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I'm trying right now, hopefully to remedy that. So far, so good. All right, so anyway, we need to put that right there. There we go. Now we get sulfuric acid going into this thing. We need to hook this up to applied energistics still. I don't think... memory card. I think we'll use whatever channel is already assigned to this memory card. I do have an interface here, but I don't think we're gonna leave that there. Let's right click this. We'll get some channels going on over here. I kind of feel like what we're gonna do is, since this crafting recipe is going to be using infinity ingots, it's going to be using chaotic cores and chaos ingots, which are all auto craftable. I think we're just going to put the interface directly on this thing. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to put the interface directly on here. We will push the items in that we need, you know, like 28 of the infinity ingots and however many of the other things. And then we can extract out of there using like a conduit or something back into the interface. I think that's how I want to do this. Actually, we'll do it on this side just to make everything a little bit more clean. So let me grab item conduit. We'll grab a facade. Yeah, so we should be able to just take this thing like this and this. We'll extract, always active, insert. I don't know if that pulls out of this inventory. I think it'll only extract out of this when the recipe's complete. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything's pulling out of there. That's what we want. Okay, so then we can take this and cover that up. All right, so for the top, or from the top, we won't notice anything different there. Okay, so now we need to get that hooked up to applied energistics. So we need a little bit of our ME glass cable that we have colored white. And we can just bring this all the way down, connect it up to that P2P tunnel. And then we need to get a little bit more applied energistics hooked up right here. I'll have to use a conduit facade there, or one of the cable facades, I guess. So we can do something like that. All right, let's grab one more facade. We gotta make this look all nice and pretty. We can't just leave a hole in the world. Nobody wants to see that. All right, so let's grab this thing. We will pop, I guess, this cable off, yeah. One of those, one of these, something like that. You don't even know there was a hole there. Perfect. Okay, so now we should be good. We have an infinite water source pumping water into this guy. I do need to set the sides of this thing, and then we have to put, I guess, an export bus for items onto this, or maybe an interface. I don't really know what the best way to go about that would be. Maybe an interface. Maybe we should do it on demand. Okay, so if we're going to do that, let's grab another interface. I imagine we can push in items from the back. That should be fine. We just need to configure this thing. You know what? I don't see a configuration. Does it have to be items from the top, maybe? Maybe. I don't remember how I have that set up in the other place. I guess it would have been from the top, though. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to push out the fluid over here. It's going to clean it. That's going to push it out over here. There is no configuration options for these sides. This does have a configuration over here. And I don't know. I guess we'll put that onto like a drawer or something. We could just put it back in the ME system. We could just store it right here. Maybe it'd be fine just putting it back in the ME system. I mean, we could do that. Okay, let's do it that way. Item conduit. And then we can just kind of run this up like this. And back into that interface. I think that'll be fine. Let's disable this. We'll disable the item from here. Let's set this to insert. We'll set this to extract always active. Okay, so we put in the clean ore here, or we put in the ore, it dissolves, gets clean, crystallized, and then put back into the system. And that'll export it over here. I think that's what we're going to do. So now we need a pattern that says one of the palladium ore is going to equal 5 of the crystals. Okay, I guess we could also see if this has the stuff in there. Yeah, okay, so we do have the sulfuric acid, so we should be able to run this through. That should have washed it. And now we should be getting the 5 palladium crystals. Where did they go? They're right here. Why are they? Oh, because I didn't hook this up to apply energistics. I was like, why are those right there? Why are they not in the ME system? That would be why. Okay, so now we need to just go ahead and make the patterns for all these things. So we can do 1 palladium ore is going to equal those 5 palladium crystals whenever those get sucked back into the system, which should be any time now. Hopefully. Sometime today. Is it not going to happen? It's going to make me wait. It's going to make me wait. Okay, so we're going to make a pattern so it says one of these ores equal those crystals. I guess I'm going to have to go back there and grab them. I don't know where they are. And then we're going to make another pattern here that's going to say all of this stuff equals 1 chaos ingot, and then that should work. Well, let me go ahead and get this stuff figured out. Oh, you know what it is? I don't have that chunk loaded there. So as soon as I left, all of this stuff never connected back to the system. Yeah, I need to put some chunk loaders there. That's the problem. Okay, well, let me go ahead and get this stuff sorted out, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so I got everything properly chunk loaded here. Let's get these patterns in place. So we have a pattern here for 1 Jupiter palladium ore equals 5 palladium crystals. That goes right there. We have a pattern here that says 28 infinity ingots, 7 chaotic cores, 8 chaos catalysts, and 20 palladium crystals equals 1 chaos ingot. That's going to go in the interface down here. So this should be the last we need to do other than setting the rest of the pattern for this. So I need to take these palladium crystals and just kind of draw it around the outside here, being very careful not to draw outside of the lines because I don't want to have to try and grab another one of these items to correct it. There we go. So that should be all we would have to do at this point. All right, so let's see if we can get this to work. So if I tell the system to make 1 chaos ingot, hopefully things just work. So we need 3 more palladium ore. It's got to make 6 of these chaos. All right, let's do it. Things are happening. Things are being made. Okay. I'm really hoping this is just gonna work. There it is. Auto-craftable chaos ingots. Okay, so that's really cool. So that's 1. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more. Can we make 9 more? Is that something it's gonna allow us to do? That looks like no. Why is that machine still making sound? Stop making sound. No, we cannot do that just yet because we need to get more of the chaos shards, which means I need to go out into the end, farm some more of the dragons so we can get more of the things for the chaos catalysts or the chaotic core, whatever they are. Okay, so we can auto craft it now, which is awesome. It's just a matter of getting the rest of the parts that we need. So I'm going to go ahead, take a moment here. I'm going to go find some more islands, some more end islands. I think somebody said that put some of the critical orbs in here or whatever. I don't think I did. Yeah, it'd show up here under Avaridia if I did. I don't think I ever put any of those extra ones in here. I was gonna check and see if I accidentally put those in here because they might already had some cores in it that we need. But no, they're not in here. Okay, so what we need to do now is just go to the end like I said. So give me a little bit. I'm gonna go find some more Chaos Islands. I'm gonna use the World Breaker on them, get those Chaos cores, and we'll be right back. All right, so it seems like the easiest thing to do when you're trying to get these things with the World Breaker is just kind of fly underneath the island and just listen for the sound of the reactor. It makes a sound when you're close to it. That way you're not like poking all over the island, trying to find everything. And you don't have to worry about the dragon doing the rapid shot firing on you. Where is it? Well, you know, I think I'm a little off center here. Oh yeah, you can hear it. You can hear it. I was a little bit off, but yeah, you can definitely hear the reactor making sound when you're a few blocks away from it. So I kind of feel like that is probably the easiest way of doing it instead of just kind of like looking around trying to judge where the center is. If you fly underneath the island in this general area of the center, you can definitely hear that reactor making sound, and then you know about where to poke up. So yeah, we'll try that again. Let's go over here. I can hear it about right here, actually. There it is. All right. Very cool. Well, I've already done about 7 or 8 of those now. I'm just going to keep going at this point. Just to collect a little bit more so I don't have to keep coming back here over and over again. We do need a few of these chaos shards, so might as well farm them up while I'm here. So I'm going to keep at this, and then we'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, so I'm back now from out there. Let's grab some chaos ingots. We need to make 9 more of these things. And I was just looking a second ago, man, does that use a lot of these blue gems? 3,902 of those. Yeah, quite a lot. 15,000 glowing Mangaloy. Remember how I said we wanted this stuff set up a long time ago so we always have this available? Yeah, this is one of the reasons why. 15,000 of that stuff. 15,500. It's quite a lot. It's got to craft up almost 4,000 draconic cores, almost 250 awakened cores. There's just so much stuff that goes into this. Auto-craftable though, so we'll tell the system to go ahead and do that. It's going to work its magic. A lot of these things we already had, like these chaos catalysts, that's a big deal. Otherwise, that would take forever for everything to auto-craft up for those. But yeah, just going to go ahead and craft all these things up. So let's go ahead and wait for that to happen. Then we should have everything, I believe, ready to go. We need 2 11th of magnitude. I can make those up. That's not a big deal. But yeah, I think everything else should be about ready to go. So I'll go and get the rest of these things set up to be crafted, and then we can check out the Sword of the Cosmos. Be right back, guys. All right, guys. So after a lot of crafting and after a lot of work, we have everything together now to make this Sword of the Cosmos. Yeah, I had to make the Demon Steel of the 11th magnitude, 2 of those. I think that's just over a stack of Demon Steel of the 7th magnitude per ingot here. Anyway, I was able to steal those out of the system before they got auto-crafted into the other things where you're turning those into EMC for. So anyway, here's our Sword of the Cosmos. It says infinity attack damage. Durability is pretty much infinite. Yeah, this is pretty good. This is a pretty good item. That completes our quest here for Sword of the Cosmos. That's going to give us a compact giant chance cube and a loot chest. Let's claim one. All right, let's pop open our loot chest. Maybe this will be something really good. We get a maximum speed bow and some arrows. Not so good. Anyway, Sword of the Cosmos. So this says that it can one-shot the Chaos Guardian. Very excited to go try that. It's got a crazy display on it. Yeah, you can kind of see like a star field in the background. I guess it's similar to like, I don't know, the end portal or, you know, Tesseracts or whatever. It's kind of cool looking. Anyway, let's go to the end. Let's go find ourselves a Chaos Guardian. I mean, what else are we going to do, right? We have a sword that can one-shot it, so obviously we have to go test it out. So we're going to head over this way. 1,000 blocks. I think I already discovered this particular one. Maybe I haven't, actually. I don't know. But anyway, regardless, we just need to get ourselves a Chaos Guardian to poke Poke, poke, poke. And we are going to one-shot it. That is the idea. Oh, yep, I've been here. There's a Chaos Guardian. Maybe we can do this before the thing blows up. Oh, yep, there we go. Get wrecked, Chaos Guardian. All right. Well, that one's done. Let's get out of here before this thing fully explodes. There's another Chaos Island over here. I want to, again, take out the Durgan there. So we'll get up to about X800. There's the Durgan. This island does not look like it's ready to explode, so this must be a new island. Let's go see if we can poke the dragon. Come here. Come here. It's harder than it looks, isn't it? You'd almost think this would be easy. It's not. Yeah, that dragon moves really, really, really fast, so it's going to be quite difficult for me to get up to the dragon to poke it. But I guess if it, like, derps around a little bit, there we go. Got it. So yes, that's pretty awesome. Being able to just one-shot the Chaos Guardian. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so I guess we never got any hearts. Oh, you know what? Maybe we just never picked up the hearts because it flies to the center a little bit. That's probably what it was. Okay, well, let's go do one more. I mean, we got to get our money's worth out of the sword, right? We spent so long trying to get it. Let's go kill one more Durgan, and then we will call this good. There should be an island underneath me. Brand new one spawning in. There's a Durgan. Come here. Whoop, that thing went really fast. Come here. I just want to poke you. I just want to poke you. There it is. All right. I think we did good. Oh my goodness. Oh, I didn't want to go here. I wanted to go home. There we go. Okay, so we got ourselves 2 hearts. We got ourselves some more infinity booster cards. We got some more miniature yellow hearts and a whole bunch of other stuff. We'll just go and throw those in the system. We completed that quest. Our next quest that we're going to have to do, though, is going to involve making the infinity armor. But in order to do that, we have to give up our regular draconic armor. Now, if I remember correctly, the infinity armor is really good, but it doesn't do all the things that I want it to do. So I like having the draconic armor still. Like, I don't think you get the super fast movement speed of the draconic armor. And there's probably a few other things like hill step or step assist and other things. But anyway, that'll be for next time. We'll check that out. And then once we're done making that armor, we'll check out the simple achievement book and see if there's any simple achievements that are simple for us to do. I would like to see if we can get through all of them, although we'll see how it goes, like I said before. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.